vote is in, and Wynn wins. The Massachusetts Gaming Commission voted 3-1 today to award the Boston area casino license to Wynn Resorts and its plan for a resort casino in Everett. The $1.6 billion Wynn proposal beat out the $1.3 billion proposal from Mohegan Sun to build a casino in Revere next to the Suffolk Downs racetrack. The lone holdout in today's vote was Commissioner James McHugh, who fears that permitting and the city of Boston might delay construction. Still, he explained how the commission came to its decision.
The commission's made its decision. We've made it for reasons that I think are abundantly clear on the record. It's a transparent record. We've tried to be and have succeeded in being, in my view, enormously transparent throughout this process. And what others may choose to do at this juncture, I can't predict. I hope that having made this decision, everybody now will collaborate in the way that's necessary for this to succeed.
In a statement, Suffolk Downs COO Chip Tuttle said, "We are extremely disappointed," and he went on to say the decision will cost the area 1,000 jobs. For more on today's decision, I'm joined by Garrett Quinn, who has been actively following this story and is a reporter with MassLive.com. Welcome, Garrett. And you were down at the press conference today. So this had been predicted for some time. One of the things that James McHugh said is that he's seriously concerned about the permitting process, and Mayor Marty Walsh of Boston has threatened to sue over the fact that they didn't get sort of a contiguous communities deal with Wynn. Is this going to be a real problem?
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Walsh issued a statement a few minutes before after the thing was released today. He issued a statement saying that the city is keeping all its options open, and part of the statement included that the city's open to continuing to negotiate with Wynn. People close to the negotiations on both sides have described the negotiations between the city and Wynn as unproductive, and this has been one of the mayor's biggest pieces of contention with the process has been how Wynn is giving the city Wynn up their mitigation package to Boston, but it's peanuts compared to what they were getting from Mohegan Sun, where they were getting $18 million
annually. A year, or,
right?
Or $30 million it was going to be just for East Boston. So Wynn really stuck it to it. His was very, very low. I think it was 600,000. Well,
they upped it. They upped it to about a couple million. The bulk of that was going towards projects in Sullivan Square. At the end of the hearing today, they said they would pay up to $70 million for projects dedicated to improving Sullivan Square. And that was one of the big issues that Commissioner McHugh had today, was the traffic problems that will be associated with that.
What impact will this have, if any, on the vote coming up November 4th on a repeal the casino deal ballot question?
I don't know. I think there's still a lot of opposition to casinos, but in the most part, it's regional. It's located in the communities. There isn't a widespread sense, at least according to polling, that people are opposed to casinos as a whole. There's also a lot of apathy, I think, on this issue in particular.
I agree with that. All right, we shall see. Garrett Quinn, pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Emily.